Hi everyone, welcome to our math channel, Math na Click. I'm Carlos. I'd like to introduce myself briefly again. My mother tongue is Portuguese. I'm studying English, but I'd like to share with you some important topics, some important math talks. Let's move on to our class teams. Let's go. Here you can see our class team. Why all zeroth power is equal 1? Have you ever wondered about that? Let's move on to the next slide and we are going to see the answer. Previously, to see the answer, I'd like to help you remembering some important parts of the power. You remember these names? We have here the power, the biggest number here is the as a row. We have the power, the biggest number is the base, and the number above is exponent. It's called as exponent. As a row, we have here our power, 5 to second power, right? It's the same that, let's write here. You can see 5 to second power is the same that 5 times 5, just to remember you, right? Let's move on to the next slide to introduce the response of the main question, why all zeroth power is equal 1. We need to remember some points briefly. Let's move on. Do you remember? Do you remember power division rules? Or better saying power division rule. It's a singular rule. You can see here division, we have here the rule. If two powers have the same base, then we can divide the powers. When we divide the powers, we subtract their exponents. Here is the main part, we subtract their exponents. You can see in the next slide here. Let's just a second. I'm going just to erase the. Okay, you can see here a clean slide, right? Let's see our example, our generic example, right? You can see. Sorry, just a second. Now you can see our generic example. You can see right over here the base a to n power a to n power. You can solve this division by subtracting the exponents m minus n, right? It's a generic example, but right over here you have other example with numbers. Let's see. 2 to ninth power divided by 2 third power. What is the result? We can see here 2 ninth less third. You can subtract the exponents, right? 9 less third, 9 less 3, and you get the result 2 sixth power. Why is it important to remember this kind of rule? Because in the next slide you are going to see the answer why all zeroth power is equal 1, and you are going to get the answer by remember this this role, this division role, power division role, right? Let's move on. You can see here the next slide. Now we have the answer by through another example. You are going to understand why all zeroth power is equal 1. Just a second, we have here our pencil here. 2 to third power divided by 2 to third power. You can solve this power by subtracting their exponents, and you get the result 2 to power 0, right? But if you think about 2 to third power, it's the same as 8. Why? If you solve 2 to third power, you can do 2 times 2 times 2, and you get the number 8. And the same here, 2 to third power, you can solve, and you can get the result 8. 8 divided by 8 equal 1, and we can realize here the answer. Why all zeroth power is equal 1? Because when we have zeroth power, this kind of power is the result from the division between two equals powers, or it's the same that the number divided by itself. All right? Thinking about this example, you can understand why all zeroth power is equal 1. Because you are applying the power division rule, and you have two equals powers that you are dividing, and you have at the same time a number being divided by itself. All right, it's the answer, and we arrived at the end of our class. All right, thanks so much for your audience, and I have a brief invitation for you. I'd like to invite you to sign up in our channel and receive the warnings about the new lessons, new videos. Thanks so much. It was a pleasure. Nice to see you again. Bye bye.